we had an agreement with Robert that he would be the father to both of our babies. You know, this is my wife. We are married. We have always wanted a family. It's very important to us that the children are related. So unfortunately, the only way to do that is if they have the same father. And he made an agreement, his idea, that he would be the father to both those babies because, you know, everything's so expensive. And artificial insemination, sperm donor, it's like so expensive. And yeah.
Correct.
Why did you agree?
Well, I've known these people for 10 years. We were really good friends. We spent a lot of time together. They make a beautiful couple, and they're beautiful people.
Come on, man.
And, you know, they're unable to have this kid on their own. And so I agreed to help them with that.
All right.
Out of the kindness of my own heart.
So he consented, and you all started the process?
Yes.
Yes.
We slept together.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you all did it the old-fashioned way?
Yep.
Yes.
Saved on costs?
Yep. Saved on costs.
Okay,
Yes,
got it, got it. Just use the parts that we got.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, got it. So both of you, or who got pregnant?
We both are.
Yeah, we're both pregnant. Yeah.
Oh, right now?
Yes,
Correct,
right now.
yes.
Right now, Your Honor. We are both expecting.
Oh, this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're both
Wow.
pregnant right now
Yeah.
by Mr. Pham.
Yes.
Correct.
And so were the genders revealed?
Face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what are we having?
I'm having a girl.
Yes. And I'm having a boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we've got girl and boy. Oh, you all did really well.
I
Got
know,
girl and
right?
boy.
That's what I'm saying. We
Got it
got
done. All right, so we got girl and boy. And why is there an issue? I thought we're all happy. This means the plan worked. Why are you suing him for the cost of the party? He agreed to pay for it?
He agreed to pay for it, and
Is now
Actually, do you-
is now refusing. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
so at the party, it was at a restaurant that we rented out for $5,000. We invited our family, our friends, exes in relationships, because we invited the exes that we're still on good terms with. You know, we're all civil, we're all friends.
yeah.
That's big.
He clapped both of them up the natural way, and then finds out this dark little twist. Wait, let's pause here. Think about what we just witnessed. A dude casually admitting he was on good terms with not one, but two exes, and one of them was straight up a stud. And yet, somehow, he still managed to play his role and leave both of them pregnant. Now, this is where it gets wild, because a lot of people think this only happens in movies. But if you've ever seen She Hate Me with Anthony Mackie, you know Hollywood already touched on this exact scenario, women outsourcing biology to men when it's convenient, but still keeping their identity politics front and center. And here's the kicker. We're not talking about family legacy or marriage. Nope. We're talking about $5,000 being exchanged like it's some kind of backroom business deal. That's not love. That's not building a home. That's treating fatherhood like a contract job. Meanwhile, the same women who are out here clowning men for asking for a simple coffee date are throwing entire baby showers without ever having a wedding. No vows, no commitment, just vibes and Venmo. Before we dive in, drop a comment. Are modern men more delusional, or is it the ladies? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what we expose next.
You know, this is an adult relationship.
yes,
We're very secure
we're
in our
all-
commitment.
Yeah, and one of those exes happens to be my ex-husband from a handful of years ago.
Okay.
Yes. And
More
we're-
the merrier.
And we are on civil, positive terms.
Yeah.
And at some point during the party at the restaurant, I was speaking with Kevin, my ex-husband, outside of the restaurant, and Robert came up and saw us speaking and seemed to think that something was two ways going along romantically, consensually, and he thinks that he is now not the father of the child that I'm carrying.
Oh, so let him tell that
Why would it
part
marry though?
of the story, because
Why would it
I do
matter?
want to hear from you, Mr. Pham. So you're at the gender reveal party,
That's correct.
the one you agreed to pay for.
Yes, under the terms that they were my kids.
Okay, well, that's understandable. What is it about her interaction with her ex that made you just fly off the handle and decide, I'm not paying?
Well, she's saying they were speaking outside, Your Honor. I believe they were doing a lot more than just speaking outside.
Oh.
As a matter of fact.
What did you see?
Well, there was a
Yeah.
couple of things. Initially, I saw them dancing very intimately on the dance floor. And when I say intimately. I mean, it looked like they were having intercourse with clothes on.
What?
Wow.
And on top of that, when they didn't think that anyone noticed, I saw both of them go to the side of the restaurant, exchange kisses, fondling with each other, doing God knows what else. And so that's when I approached them.
Did y'all have liquor at this gender reveal?
There
I was sober, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Kevin
I was
was
sober.
drunk.
We were, of course,
Yeah,
not
of
drinking.
course we were sober.
But Robert had been drinking, and as had Kevin.
It was open bar.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Your Honor, I went up to them and confronted them about the situation. And that's when she was actually defending her ex-husband, talking about how he was so much better in bed and all of this crazy nonsense. It was just...
Now,
So let's get this straight. We've got a stud muffin right here, publicly kissing her partner at the gender reveal party. Meanwhile, the biological father, who isn't even in a relationship with them, is footing the bill for the whole event. Now pause. Why does that even make sense? You're not the husband. You're not the boyfriend. You're not even the fiancé. You're basically the donor. Yet somehow, you're paying $5,000 for a party celebrating kids who are being raised in someone else's household. Let's be real. Women don't let a man shoot the club up unless there's a guarantee. Either financial support, emotional investment, or some long-term promise. Otherwise, why risk it? That's why this feels less like a favor and more like a silent contract. You give us kids. You give us money, and we'll let you hover around the edges of this family unit. And here's the sad part. He probably thought he was investing into his kids, but in reality, he just bought himself a ticket to watch from the sidelines while somebody else plays dad in the day-to-day. This is the modern gender shuffle. Women get to redefine the rules whenever it suits them. Marriage on paper, intimacy in public, and financial backup from a man who thought he was building a legacy. Meanwhile, he's reduced to the role of sponsor.
She said she didn't have a drink. Because, you know, sometimes they say a drunk person's words are a sober person's thoughts. But they weren't drinking. So she started telling you how the ex-husband was better in bed than you.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Were you saying that, Ms. Marshall?
I was not. And
Oh, he's making all of this up.
the interaction between Kevin and I on the side of the restaurant, from untrained eyes, looked suggestive. Kevin was drunk. He was happy for us that we are having a family, and he was getting a little affectionate,
with a
maybe
stud?
overly affectionate, and I didn't want to cause a scene. I knew that he was happy for me, so I went along with it.
So he was like
Wow.
hugging you
Yeah.
and I'm so happy for you,
Yes.
but being a little bit too handsy.
Yes, and I knew he means well. It was not any kind of anything like that. And
You weren't offended by it. You just felt like it was somebody that had had a few too many to drink and that was very familiar with you.
Yes,
So
Your
they
Honor.
were kind of overstepping the
Yes.
personal boundaries.
Yes, and I didn't want to make a scene at this party, so it was all fair game.
So when Mr. Pham confronted you like, well, wait, if you like this with your ex, I don't know if this baby is mine or not. What did you say?
Again, I was not making a scene, trying to mitigate the situation. Like, it's all good. There's
Mitigate.
nothing problem happening here. I don't know what he's talking about you are so much better in
Mr.
bed than I
Pham,
am.
let me ask you something. Were you drinking? Like, do you think your judgment was impaired a little bit? Maybe you were just being a little paranoid.
I don't
or
drink, Your
extra.
Honor. I
You
was
don't drink at
sober.
all. You sober. You saw what you saw.
I saw what I saw.
What did
And
you
as-
see?
I saw hands going in places where they shouldn't have been going,
Okay, Robert. Okay.
lips making connections with necks. And it was just a situation that shouldn't have happened. It just was.
So once you confronted her and she said, listen, it's nothing. Like, he's had some drinks. I'm fine. There's nothing. I'm not. That did not ease your doubt?
Not at all, Your Honor. I know Ashley. I've known her for 10 years, and there was a look in her eyes that let me know that there was something much more going on with her and her ex-husband. And you know what? His ex-husband even looked at me. Her ex-husband even looked at me and told me that they wanted him initially to be the father.
Oh.
And that was another red flag.
So he said, oh. So he was like, listen, they wanted me to be the father at first, but I didn't want to do it, so now you're doing it.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And now you have doubt.
And now I have
About
doubt.
just Ashley's baby or Katrina's as well?
At the very least, Ashley's baby. And I don't know if Katrina seems to be completely content and enabling this whole situation, so
Robert,
she's cool with that.
You know that that's
It makes
a
me
reach.
question whether or
That
not
is such a
she's
reach.
also having sex with
You know
other
what? We
men.
are in a committed adult relationship.
Oh, I just had a light bulb. So are you feeling like they may have been having sex with her ex and you because their intent was to make sure they conceived? So
Yeah.
maybe he was a part of this too, and whoever gets us pregnant first,
Right.
we're pregnant.
That's correct, Your Honor. And if I'm
You
going to be
think
paying,
that was the plan?
Diabolical.
from what they told me, that wasn't supposed to be the plan. From what they told me, I was supposed to be the father.
Correct.
And if
And
I'm
you
supposed
are.
to be the one
Because
paying,
then
Are
they
the
wouldn't be
father.
siblings because one of you could have gotten, yeah.
Correct. Yes.
It'll still be
But
civil.
your point was maybe they had tried this previously with him, and now they're trying it with me, and now you have doubt.
that's correct.
And so at the end of the day, once you felt like you didn't know if the babies were yours, you were like, I'm not paying for this shower.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I
Why
mean,
she
it is
copying me?
clear that the reason why you would agree to pay for their gender reveal is to reveal the gender of babies you thought were yours. So I'm going to agree to pay for this $5,000, have a big party, let's have a big celebration because you think you're the dad. Then you see this intimate moment and you start thinking and you're like, hold on, before I drop $5,000, I want to make sure these kids are mine.
That's right.
And it
seems
seems
like,
reasonable under the circumstances, even though we don't know if you're overreacting or not. But I'll tell you one thing about a paternity doubt. It never minimizes. It only maximizes. I've been doing this a long time. I've rarely seen paternity doubt minimized to where someone just says, okay. It usually just keeps festering and festering until you know for sure. So before we get to the ruling on the gender reveal party and the costs associated with it, I think it's important that we get the paternity results. My staff did have you submit to DNA testing, and I have the results.
Hold on. So now both of them are pregnant at the same time. You heard that right, because if that's true, this just went from messy to next level complicated. And here's where it gets tricky. Modern science lets you do paternity tests before the baby is even born, meaning this man could technically find out if both kids are really his, or if there's some deeper twist hiding behind the scenes. But notice how he shrugs it off like it's none of my business. That's the exact problem. Too many men play donor without realizing the long-term consequences. Because guess what? Once those kids are here, his wallet is permanently on the line, whether he's invited to the parenting circle or not. This isn't just about biology anymore. It's about control. Women get to decide the household, the relationship structure, and who gets called dad. Meanwhile, he's left on the outside, hoping science will confirm what he already suspects. But even then, the courts don't always care about biology when the money is involved. It's not just messy, it's dangerous. A man who doesn't protect his seed is basically handing his future over to chance.
To the child, the unborn child of Katrina Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are the father. You are the father.
one of two.
Oh,
Oh, you don't need to make comments like that.
so you're serious about this? You have that much doubt?
Well, it was Ashley.
And it was, I got it. Well,
Yeah,
we
you
have
have
that result as well.
You know what, Robert? You know that you're the father. You know that you're the father. You were there. We're
gonna find out.
We slept
We're gonna
together.
find out.
Okay.
As it relates to the unborn child of Ashley Marshall, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pham, you are not the father.
I knew it. And you try to have me pay for it.
He's not the father.
I really thought that the bro was the father, though.
Ms. Marshall,
I
And
don't
even
even
the
know what to
wife.
say. So you've been lying to me this
I
entire
have not been
time,
lying to-
Ashley?
I have not been lying to
Oh,
you.
He's been
obviously
clapping
you
up the
have.
stud.
You said it was just a kiss.
oh, it was a kiss? Well, this was more than that.
We'll talk about this later.
So,
I can't believe you would humiliate me like this in a courtroom.
We'll talk about this
I
later.
absolutely cannot believe this.
so, Ms. Marshall, are you ready to admit something that perhaps you weren't ready to admit before these paternity results? Because I will always say this. Plaintiffs may lie and defendants may lie, but the DNA, it never lies.
They don't lie, baby.
Yes. I did
Yes.
have relations with my ex-husband before the contract was
You
drawn
want
up.
that old thing back.
Before the
Before.
contract was drawn up with Mr. Pham.
Correct.
Oh, before.
Your Honor.
What about the agreement between us?
I know that's right.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay. You don't want to do it here.
No.
The children now will both have different fathers. That wasn't your original plan.
No, it was not our original plan, Your Honor.
And yet, you still have two beautiful children
Yes.
coming into this world. You're very blessed. The question now becomes the $5,000 for the gender reveal party. Do you expect Mr. Pham to put on a gender reveal party for a baby that's not his?
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't think that's fair.
All right. Well, the judgment is simple then. Mr. Pham, you've got one baby. You agreed to pay for the gender reveal party for the children who would be yours. And so therefore, judgment for the plaintiff for $2,500.
Thank
I
you,
wish
Your
you all the very best of luck. You got
Now that was the twist nobody saw coming. He clapped not just one, but both of them, the stud and her so-called wifey. And in the end, what does he get for it? The stud stepping out, sneaking behind her own partner's back. Think about that. The whole setup was supposed to be two women building a family together. Right. A strong, we don't need men type of unit. But the second temptation showed up. The rules went out the window. Loyalty, out the window. Boundaries, gone. It just exposed what a lot of people already whisper about. That if a woman has ever entertained a man, chances are she's not completely closed off to that lane. And when the right situation comes up, she might just backslide. For him, this is the illusion of inclusion. He thought he was just helping out, maybe even building his own legacy on the side. But what he really walked into was drama, betrayal, and confusion. And honestly, the irony writes itself. The stud was cheating on her girlfriend with the same man they brought in to help. It's a cold world. And fellas, here's the bottom line. Stop thinking you can donate without strings attached. Stop believing you can casually give away your seed without consequences. Because somebody always catches feelings, somebody always breaks the rules, and more often than not, the man ends up being the one played.